Hey, good morning. How are you all today? I wasn't going to make one so soon because let me just jot something down here. Okay, I wasn't going to make one quite yet because I'm still on my first cup of coffee, but I just watched one of the best videos I think I've ever watched on the problem and what is causing the collapse of our country. Most of you are interested in that, and it's about the dangers and the effects of diversity and tolerance. And you know that these are the things that have been central to the collapse of the foundation of our country. People have been allowed to dig away and dig away and dig away. I won't get into that because I'm going to tell you somebody that says this a lot better than I do. When I was going through my emails and things like that, something popped up and there was a new video from Cynthia, who has a main channel at Roots, Rocks, and Feathers, at which she covers stuff about chickens and things like that. Cynthia is a good one. She gets in trouble with YouTube a lot because of the things she says. She does not compromise, and she tells it like it is. But like many of us who feel that we need to have a secondary, way to go. She has a second channel. She's put up a second channel called Reclusive Rebel. And I'm going to put the link down there right below in the information. I'm going to put it above my link so that you can find it easier. This video is so good that you should watch it immediately and you should share it with everyone you know. She goes through and she pulls no punches on what has happened, the dangers of, and the effects of these ridiculous ideas that has consumed so much in our country and in our world about diversity and tolerance and inclusion and all that, and she nails it. I've talked about this a lot myself. I'll tell you what, she does it better. She put this together. It is so good. I'm going to play it for my kids later, and I'm going to put it on all of the channels. I'm going to put it the links on the YouTube channels, and I'm going to put the video itself up on the Patreon channels. If you're not with us on Patreon, you should be. There is so much over there that doesn't get on YouTube. If you're serious about preparing, I invite you. The link to that is also down there. You know what I love about this, and I'm not going to talk much more on this because I want you to hear her. She does it. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. One of the biggest hits when I came out with my first book, The Reversion, one of the biggest hits I took, and I got some scathing 1-star reviews on Amazon. I mean, they were hateful. And I had people threatening me and saying all sorts of horrible things should happen to me, and some of them were so bad that Amazon actually did take them off. But one of the biggest hits I took was that I was called intolerant because I went back and I built this whole, I'll hold them all up here. I built this whole Stonemont series on traditional values. Traditional values, and people just, not most people, it's, sold, I don't know how many thousands around. And most people like us, we subscribe to that. But there are some people who hate those traditional values so much that it's almost frightening. Okay, so when somebody like Cynthia comes out and she hammers this so well, man, I like it, and I think you'll like it. So I hope that you will go down there to the link. Now, if you're on Patreon, because I know there's a lot of people on Patreon that don't even watch YouTube anymore because they prefer the Patreon platform, they prefer the Patreon community. So if you're on Patreon, I'm putting it up there as its own video. But if you're watching this on YouTube, come to Patreon. But just go to the link and then share it. Watch it and share it with as many people as you can, and subscribe to her. Subscribe. You are going to want to hear what she has to say whenever, on the rare occasion that she puts something up on this Reclusive Rebel second channel that she has. So do subscribe to her. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna stop here in a minute because I want you to get over and watch that. But I'm gonna recommend a new channel. Now, some of you know that I don't recommend many channels. I used to recommend channels, and not so much anymore. But there are a few that I do recommend, and the reasons are these people are well, I'll just say they're solid. They are solid in their beliefs. They are uncompromising in the beliefs, although, you know, not. They do not put other people down as a result. These are people with good heart. Well, I'll tell you who they are first, okay? The first I'm going to say is Cold War Prepper, Lee over at Cold War Prepper. I recommend Viking Preparedness, Joe Fox over on Viking Preparedness. He's a big channel, but they all give good information. Cynthia here on that we're talking about today on both Roots, Rocks, and Feathers. If you're into the chicken stuff, if you're into the more political stuff, her Reclusive Rebel. And then there's a new one that I just discovered that I've watched several of and really like her. And I have to put on my glasses too because I haven't watched enough to remember. Prepping by Faith. I really like her. Now the things that I like about these are people who are strong in their beliefs. They are not compromising in their beliefs, though they're not, you know, judgmental against others. You can tell that they are genuinely nice people. You know, there are some people out there that put out some fairly good information, but they just, you know, well, I'll leave that there. But these are genuinely nice people, and they know what they're talking about, and you can tell they want to help people. That's my criteria, okay? You have to know what you're talking about. You have to provide good information. You have to care about helping people. You have to just be nice, you know, the kind of person that I enjoy watching. So I would suggest you put all of those on your list. And get over there now. I'm jumping off because I want you to go over and watch this on Reclusive Rebel. On Patreon, it's just going to be on its own video. On YouTube, the link's going to be down there. And this is one of the best videos I've ever watched. And I think many of you will agree. So, that said, you all have a good day. I don't know, I may put another one up later today, but this was the most important thing. Cynthia, good job. Great job. This needed to be said, and I have never heard anyone say it better than you did. Remember, everyone, we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. And over on the American Reversion, America needs a reversion. It needs you to be a part of it. And all that is wrapped up with understanding the truth. And Cynthia tells you the truth in this one. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.